let's go to the hotline and let's bring in Miss Nicole Griffith, sports reporter down there in KBTX. Not the first time she's been on the show, but Nicole, welcome back.
Hello, thank you for having me. Busy time of the season.
No kidding. We were just talking about that. I know you've already been on Women Talking Football before, but let's go ahead and give our viewers a little bit of a refresher. So kind of tell us about yourself, where are you from, and how did you get to where you are now?
So, fun fact, I'm from South Dakota, and everyone always says, they're like, what? How did you get down to Central Texas? So I have been in the Brazos Valley this is my third football season. So just this was my second, just finished 2 years, so entering my third fall. And I have been loving every moment of it. I came from Nebraska. I covered the Huskers for 3 years before then at our sister station, and then before then I was in South Dakota. So just kind of keep moving south. So it's been fun.
I love it, and you're absolutely killing it down there. We love following you on social media.
Thank you. Yeah, it's been busy. It's been busy with high school football, and then we go straight into Texas A&M on Saturdays. So no resting right now.
Yeah, no kidding about that. But yeah, like you said, super busy around here. We're already through 3 weeks of the Texas high school football season. Have you seen anything that's been super surprising to you so far in terms of maybe teams that have kind of come out into the spotlight that maybe nobody was talking about before?
Yeah, I feel like through the first 3 weeks, business is kind of as usual around here. Franklin is undefeated. College Station and Consol are both undefeated. So they're really handling their pre-district play. But one team that surprised me is Rudder. In Bryan, they're 3-0 for the first time since the 2021 season. They have a new quarterback in Javen Jesse. He was at Navasota. He's been at Navasota the last couple seasons. So they're able to fit him in perfectly. I haven't covered a game yet there for Rudder this season, but I've caught up with Coach Izar a couple times during the weeks, and I'm actually kept talking to him this afternoon to preview their game this weekend. And, Rudder being 3-0 is really nice because especially when our local teams like College Station and Franklin, and they have good success, but you really want those local teams to also have other success. And so being 3-0 for the first time in a few seasons is really nice.
So obviously a huge state-ranked district matchup Friday night in 12-5A Division I, Consolidated taking on College Station. We've talked about it. I think this might actually be the game of the week across the state. Where should our eyes be going in that one? Yeah,
so College Station has never lost to Consol, and probably the closest in 6 matches. This is the 7th game that these two programs have played, and last year was probably the closest. It came down to, it was 49-42, so no shortage of points in this game. If you're expecting it to be some fireworks, I expect it to be a high scoring game again, because both offenses are flowing really well this season. Both teams are undefeated right now, so someone has to lose this Friday. And I would say keep your eyes on College Station. They seem very well-oiled machine right now. Aiden Martinez-Brown, their running back, and he's been doing really well. The quarterback, wide receiver, tight end kind of matchup between gosh, I'm blanking on their names right now, but College Station has
Will Haggart for Consolidated and Cade, is it Corcoran for College Station?
Corcoran, yes, and Jackson Verdugo. So that matchup, they last week they had two touchdowns, 2 touchdown connections, one in the first quarter and one in the third. So that I'm expecting to see that game being utilized a lot. But Will Hargett over at Consol, I swear, I'm like, Will, you're still the quarterback here. Like
4-year starter, right?
He's been starting, I think, since he's been a freshman. So it's nice. I expect him to be pretty fueled up going into this game because he's been starting for so long and has never beat College Station.
We're talking to Nicole Griffith, sports reporter at KBTX down there in the Brazos Valley area. Nicole, Ashley and I like to play this game all the time. We like to ask each other, hey, if there's one team, and in this case, from the Brazos Valley, that you think has the best chance at making it to AT&T Stadium this December, who would that be?
Yeah, I would have to say I'd have to stay close, and I'd have to pick College Station. I feel like they're the most complete team that I've seen so far through these 3 weeks. They're able to move the ball either through the air or on the ground, but you can't leave out Franklin, obviously. So I think I have to pick two, just because it's not an AT&T trip or a fall trip without Franklin having their name in there for contention.
So you obviously already talked about the like a team that you thought could surprise some people in Rudder being very surprising so far. Are there any other ones that you think that maybe we should be keeping our eye on as district play starts specifically?
Yeah, I would stay in 5A, and I would say Brenham has something to prove this year. They're 3-0 on the year to start. They finished last year with only 5 wins. So I feel like they are a little upset with how last year finished, knowing that the talent that they have, and Danny Youngs has been there for a few years. So his system is well implemented in there. If we go even lower, Anderson Shiro, they're also undefeated on the year to start. They finished last year 9-2, and they lost in their playoff game to New Diana 6-0. And they're known for like scoring a lot. So I think that has really left a bad taste in their mouth. So I feel like a lot of teams outside of Rudder, or including Rudder too, they just have a little extra fire under themselves going into this year.
And then finally,
and a lot of teams are undefeated, and so it's like district play. All bets are off once district play starts. So they handled their business in pre-district, but now we'll see how things fare once district starts.
Absolutely. And then finally, Nicole, obviously a lot of talent in the Brazos Valley region. Surprisingly, a lot of running backs. Like, I was looking through a lot of the players to watch, and a lot of really great, talented running backs. You've already mentioned one of them in Aiden Martinez-Brown for College Station. Are there any other players that you think we should keep an eye on this season?
Yeah, if you're sticking with the ground game, Jaden Jackson out of Franklin.
Bingo.
He's a machine up there. But if we were to go to the air, Terrence Lewis from Bryan. I know they're maybe not having the success that they would want in pre-district play. They started the season with a win against Mag West, but they've lost to Huntsville and Brenham. But Terrence Lewis, he's a North Texas commit. Him and Boone Turner, that connection is, that's the hard part, is like if you can lock them down, that's their main threat. So, but Terrence Lewis, he's great. He's got a lot of speed. Once he gets the ball, it's hard to catch him. Braylon, I know we've talked about College Station a lot. Braylon Wortham, he's able to play on both sides of the ball. I've seen him line up in the red zone, just wildcat to him, and he runs in for the touchdown. I've also seen him play defense and kind of that safety nickel position. So, and then Colton Schmeller, he's the kicker for A&M Consolidated. He's out. Actually, he's an A&M commit, and he's actually out right now. He got a big old brace on his leg, so he's not playing right now. But maybe midway through the season, maybe come playoffs, he'll be able to come back. So it'll be nice to see him, see how he fares, knowing College Station or A&M, Texas A&M is on the horizon.
Absolutely. One last question before I let you go. I lied. I had one more. Okay. You have to give us one restaurant that we have to absolutely visit while we're down there, because Ashley and I are both foodies.
You guys trick me every year. I'm always like, I have to pick a restaurant in College Station.
A single one.
Depends like what you're hungry for. So, but I have one. I'm ready. I've got one this time. So, you would have to go to Jesse's Taqueria. It is, if you've ever heard of it, it's breakfast tacos. It's only open till 2. So you have to come in early to your game if you come down. And it's right across the street from Bryan High, and they are the best breakfast tacos I've ever had.
All right, that sounds like pre-state 7-on-7 meal.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say
that would hit out at Veterans Memorial Park.
Oh my gosh, that's like the perfect food recommendation.
We get them before A&M or Texas A&M games because we have our pregame show. So we pick them up, and then it's like the perfect start. It's like, okay, now my day can start.
See,
once I have a Jesse's breakfast taco.
This is why we always ask Nicole to come back.
Exactly, because she provides not only good insight for football, but for food too.
For breakfast tacos.
It just took me 3 years to finally figure out. I'm like, this is the place I need to tell them to go to.
Oh, that's so amazing. She is Nicole Griffith, a sports reporter down there at KBTX in the Brazos Valley. Nicole, thank you so much for all of your great football knowledge as well as your amazing food recommendations. We cannot wait to check that out, and we hope to see you down at AT&T Stadium in December.
Thank you, and my apologies to Jackson Verdugo. I apologize for blanking on your name. I have covered you.
Dude, it happens.
Just was blanking today, but we'll be good.
It happens.
Yes,
Thanks so much,
you.
Nicole. There she goes, Miss Nicole Griffith, sports reporter at KBTX. Dude, I love having her on. She's always got such great insight on the Brazos Valley. Like, she's always our go-to. When we think of Brazos Valley, I always think of having Nicole on.
Yeah, no, she's fantastic. I'm big Nicole fan and big breakfast taco fan. So you combine the two of those, and we're rocking with it.
She's one of our gals. Hope to see her in December.